Right? So we're supposed to find the ghost. The ghost is somewhere in one of these squares. We don't know where. We can sense. When we sense, we get a color measurement. That color measurement is some noisy indication of where the ghost might be. And then based on that, we might be able to find the ghost and then bust when we think we know where the ghost is. Now we can put probabilities on this. So we have a prior distribution over the ghost location, equal for all possible locations. So 0.02 for each of the 50 locations. 50? I guess there's some rounding here. 0.02 after rounding for each of the 60 locations. Then when we sense, what we use is our sensory model that says what is the probability, given that we are a certain distance away from the ghost, to measure, let's say, red. That then allows us to apply Bayes' rule and get a posterior over the locations of the ghost. So if we do a sensing action here, let's say we sense over there, that was green. You saw the probabilities change. This was an application of Bayes' rule. It happens to be that the variable we care about here has 60 possible values that it can take on. So the table is pretty large. In fact, you're seeing this table right there. And each of these entries gets changed because now we have the distribution given that first measurement. Let's make another measurement. Maybe over here looks pretty good. Again, Bayes' rule gets applied based on the distribution we have and based on the sensory measurement model that we use, which is a conditional of the sensory measurement given the state. Maybe now we measure here. Keep going. And what you see here is, thanks to these numbers, it's much easier to realize how much we've narrowed down where the ghost might be. We've really narrowed it down at this point. So maybe we decide to bust, and we got it. What we haven't looked at yet, though, there's still something missing here. What we haven't looked at yet is the system telling us what the right place is to sense. That's something we'll see right after spring break. Right now, I was deciding where to sense, and the system would tell us what the resulting probabilities are.